So now the topic we are going to discuss about omitted measurements, right? So omitted means there may be some missing readings in the when taking the readings from the field, we are going to miss the some kind of readings measurements. No, so those are called omitted measurements. So now we have a chance to calculate those values. We are going to find those missing values, right? So the process how to do those things now we will see, right? So now if you want to calculate those lengths as well as the angles now, we need to have one topic already we discussed, right? So we have methods called coordinate methods, right? So for the what is called for the representation of this traversing, no? So there are two principal methods of plotting a traverse. If you are traverse survey, after your traverse survey, whatever length, whatever directions, whatever you are going to take, those are going to plotted on a plan, right? With the help of two methods. One is the angle and distance method. This method already we know, right? So by giving the length and by giving the angle, we are going to note down this thing. Okay. So finally, the important method is the coordinate method, right? So here we are going to take the XY coordinate, right? This is north, like east. Okay, we are going to take all four coordinates, right? South and west. Okay, four coordinates we are going to take. We are going to locate a point from the x direction and from the y direction, right? So from the known theta value, that is bearing, and as well as the known distance, right? So this method is called coordinate method. If the length and bearing of a survey line are known, it can be represented on a plan by two rectangular coordinates. Two rectangular coordinates we can represent like this. The axis of the coordinates are north, south, and east, west line will be there. Okay. So here we have two important things. One is latitude and another one is the departure. Okay. So what is mean by latitude, right? So what is mean by latitude? If our point is here, this is the line. Okay. So this is the some angle theta. Okay. So if here it is the coordinate length which is measured parallel to the meridian direction. So meridian direction is this. Since north direction is located in this direction, if you are measuring the coordinate, right? So you are going to locate this coordinate of a particular survey line. Okay. So that is parallel to the what is this? Okay, this is the meridian direction. If you are measuring anything parallel to the north direction, that thing is called latitude. That thing is called latitude, right? So same like that. If you are measuring the coordinate or right angles to the meridian direction, that is called departure. That is called departure. So now you can see here, right? This is the four coordinates. These are the four coordinates, right? So this is the line AB, right? This is having a length L and angle of theta, right? So now we know that in the first coordinate two values will be positive, that's why it is plus, and in the fourth coordinate, this is fourth coordinate, this is first coordinate, this is second coordinate, this is third coordinate, right? So in the fourth coordinate, x value will be the what we can say, the departure, not departure, latitude will be minus, departure will be plus, right? So now minus, plus, right? Like that it will be there, and then if you are calculating the latitude and departure, right? So for departure you will get L sin theta, and for latitude this will be equals to L cos theta. So those things we already known in the last class, also we saw in the tabular column. Okay. Now we are going to enter into a topic called omitted measurement, right? So what is mean by omitted measurement and what is its importance? So those things we are going to discuss, right? We are going to discuss now. So in order to have a check on field work, okay, and in order to balance the traverse, how we are going to balance the traverse? We already know if we are 2n minus 4 into 90, right? to by including by summing all include angles. Okay, so that value be equals to this value. So then only we can say that there is a balance. Whatever traverse you did, the closed traverse is a correct one, no, without any error. Okay, so those things, if we want to do plotting and as well as the balance, okay, the length and direction of each line is generally measured in the field. We are going to measure the length and direction, right? The length and direction in the case of traverse, we are going to measuring on the field. But there are times, however, when it is not possible to take measurements due to obstacles or because of some oversight. Okay, due to some reasons, due to some building, due to some tree, right, due to some mountain, right. So we are unable to take length, or we are unable to take angle, right. So when it is not possible to take length, whenever we want to see a full flooded or river, it is not possible to measure the length. Sometimes if there is big building is there, we can't able to see the angle, right. So direction, okay, those things we will take either length or either angle. Sometimes both angles you can take, sometimes length also, two lines length also we can take. Okay, so those are called as the omitted measurements. Such omitted measurements or missing quantities can be calculated by using the latitude and as well as the departure. Okay, so this is the importance of latitude and departure. By using this, whatever missing values are there or omitted measurements are there, we are going to find. Okay, providing the quantities required are not more than 2. So any two angles, two measurement lengths and one angle or one length. Okay, so that the thing is there, you can calculate. Okay, in such cases there can be no check on the field work. Okay, nor can survey be balanced. Okay, so we don't have any check on the field work, right. So all errors prolongated throughout the survey. If you are doing one mistake here, that value will be prolongated. Okay, so but we are going to balance those things by using these latitude and departure. Okay, so the main thing how we are going to find out those errors values now. Okay, so for any closed traverse, okay, for any closed traverse, summation of all latitudes will be equals to 0, summation of all departures will be equals to 0. Okay, so by using this principle, right, so by using this principle we are going to calculate all values. Suppose if I am taking sigma L is equals to L1 cos theta 1, right, so plus L2 cos theta 2 plus and so on up to, right, like that. Summation of departure is equals to L1 sin theta 1 plus L2 sin theta 2 plus and so on up to, right. So this will be equated to 0 finally, and from these two, by solving these two equations we can find whatever omitted measurement is there, right. So now we will see one by one how we are going to see the calculate those values, right. So if we have L and theta, L comma theta, right. So how we are going to measure the L value? Okay, latitude value means we know how we are going to measure the latitude value. L value is equals to small l cos theta, small l cos theta, right. So and if L and theta is given, if you want to calculate the departure, right, so departure D is equals to L sin theta, L sin theta, like that. If capital L comma D value is given, latitude and departure value is given, and we need to find out the angle, right. So that angle is called tan theta, right. So this tan theta will be equals to D by L. Okay, so sin by cos will be equals to tan theta. Next, sometimes they may give capital latitude value and theta value. So in that case, how we are going to measure? So L is equals to, right, small l is equals to capital L secant theta, capital L secant theta. Then sometimes they will give D and theta, okay, departure and as well as the theta value. So in that case, what you have to do now? So this value is given by small l is equals to, right? So d cosecant theta, right? So these kind of trigonometrical formulas we are going to apply. Okay. So like this, if you have only capital D and capital L, and if you want to find small l value, this will be calculated. L is equals to, right, capital L square plus capital D square. Okay, so like this we are going to calculate those omitted values. Okay, so there are 4 general cases of omitted measurements when bearing of one line is omitted. Okay, so the first case. Okay, so here only one measurement is going to miss. One is only one side bearing is omitted, and the second case only length of one side is omitted. Next, third one, when the bearing and length of only one side is omitted, only one side. Okay, that is the case 1. Coming to the case 2, when length of one side and bearing of the another side. Okay, so one side length, another side yokka bearing we are going to miss. Then third case, when the length of two sides are omitted, and fourth, when the bearings of two sides are omitted, right? So first case is only one side length or one side angle or one side length and angle it is missed. In the second case, the length of one side and angle of another side is missing. And third case, when the length of two sides are omitted. And fourth case is when the bearing of the two sides are omitted. Let us see the first case, when bearing and length, right, or bearing of one side, bearing and length of one side is omitted, right? So in this case, what you have to do now? Suppose I am going to take one closed traverse, right? One closed traverse. It is going to start from A, right? So and we did up to B, B2, C, C2, D, and finally we are having the point called E, right? A, B, C, D, E, right? So here I am not knowing the, right, both length and, right, length and angle of line EA. Okay, both length and angle of line EA. I didn't know, right? So we don't know the EA length and the EA value. Okay, so now what I have to do now? So we know up to this value. Okay, so from A, B, C, D, right? So these values we know. Okay, so by summating all departures and summating the all latitudes will be making to equal, right? So now in the case of first case, okay, so what we are going to do, the departure of EA is equals to departure of EA plus all others, right? AB departure plus BC departure, CD departure, DE departure is equals to 0. Then latitudes, okay, latitude of EA plus same AB, BC, CD, DE will be equals to 0. Once you are making it in equals to 0, you are going to know departure and latitude both. If you know the departure and latitude, right? So if I know departure and latitude, this is the latitude, these are the departure. From here, I can measure this length, I can know the angle from those things. Okay? So like that we are going to calculate if any bearing, if any length or of a side, or if you don't know both length and bearing from one side, you can calculate by using this method. Okay? So then coming to the next method, length of one side and bearing of another side is missing, right? So length of one side and bearing of another side, right? So if we are taking a closed traverse, right? If you are taking a closed traverse, like same thing. This is A, this is B, C, D and E. A, B, C, D and E, right? So here I don't know the angle of this let us say beta, right? So I don't know angle length of AE, right? AE length I don't know, and as well as the beta also I don't know, right? So here what is there na? So length of this value is don't know, okay, and this beta value also don't know, right? So these two are no values, right? So length of ED and angle of EA, right? EA, these are omitted one, okay? These two are omitted here. Now what we have to do now? We are going to join DA. We are going to join D from A. So now it is going to be a closed traverse, okay? Closed traverse of ABCD, right? So which the quantities are also known. Every value, length, departure rod, everything we know here, right? Thus the length and bearing of DA can be calculated, right? So this is the unknown value, right? So this DA length and as well as the angle will be calculated by summing the sigma L is equals to 0, latitude will be equals to 0, sigma D is equals to 0, as like we discussed in the case 1, okay? So we are going to determine this value, okay? So from here, what we are going to do now? So now we are going to consider a triangle that is ADE, right? So the length of DA and EA are known, right? These two lengths are known now. So this is known value, this is known value. This now we find out from the those operations, right? So an angle of ADE and angle of ADE are known, right? ADE, this is known value, that is called alpha. We are going to take it as alpha. Then the angle of beta and the length of DE can be calculated, okay? So as given, okay? Now we can calculated sin beta is equals to, right? So DA by EA sin alpha, okay? Now gamma will be equals to 180 minus, okay, 180 minus beta plus alpha, right? 180 minus beta plus alpha, we can calculate the gamma will be equals to this angle, right? EAD, okay? So now from here the DE will be equals to the length of DE, we don't know, right? This length I have to find. DE will be equals to EA, right? EA, okay? Sin alpha by sin gamma by sin alpha, okay? So from here we are going to know the DA value and B we can find out by this thing, okay? So sin beta is equal to how much now? So from here beta value and the length will be calculated, okay? So next side, length of two sides are omitted, right? So in the same figure, this is A, B, C, D and E, right? So here the length both DE and EA are don't know, right? Both DE and EA are don't know, right? So now DE is equals to sin gamma, right? Sin gamma divided by sin beta, same thing, okay? DA value like this. From DA we are going to know, right? So both this is gamma, this is beta, this is alpha, okay? From there we are going to find sin gamma divided by sin beta is equals to DA, right? Into DA, and the length of EA is equals to, right, sin alpha divided by sin beta into DA, right? So by using this we are going to find, right? So how we got here? We are going to apply the formula, right? Angle by opposite direction, okay? So we know that principle, right? So in a triangle, opposite triangle formula is there now. So the sin angle of one side and the length of another side, right? So if you are taking sin beta, the length will be DA, sin beta by DA, like that we are going to find, right? So next finally we are having bearing of two sides are omitted, right? So here the bearing of both DE and Okay, this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. Now we don't know the angles of both EA and DE, right? EA we don't know, and this beta, this is alpha. These two values are we don't know, but the length and bearing of the things, right? So those all things will be we know, right? So the length and bearings of the closing can be calculated, right? So here we are going to use the delta, right? The total area will be equals to S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C, right? Under the root, okay? So and then we are going to know the half of the perimeter, right? So and we are going to know the delta values, everything. So finally we are going to calculate these two values, okay? So this is the just introduction for the omitted measurements. In your syllabus we are having only introduction to the omitted measurements. If you are getting idea how to do this what are omitted measurements and how to do the kind of measurements is enough, right? So that's all for omitted measurements, and this is the last class for the unit number 3 in the survey, right? So thank you.